Well, it's Manic Monday. Manic Monday. As you can see, it's windy, some sort of wind, bright, sunny. Live from Hillcrest, another neighborhood in San Diego, California.
There's a little rainbow on the road.
I'm walking to um it's just another Manic Monday, folks. Please comment so I know where you are watching. Si hablas español, por favor comentes dónde estás. I like to know when people are here, where they're watching, and maybe the language. Maybe they don't speak American, because I don't speak American. I speak English, Spanglish. I speak Spanish, mexicano. Je parle français. J'étudie français à Centreville. Hablo español, hablo francés, hablo inglés. I'm wearing my new Kids on the Block t-shirt. Oh. It's a beautiful day in America's finest city, San Diego, California. I am walking towards the thrift store. I just want to go and see what kind of things they have. I'm not in a shopping mood. I'm just gonna go and say hi to my friend that I usually go there once a week. Every time I go there, I always find something amazing that nobody knows. Marc Jacobs, Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Gucci, not fakes, originals. Sometimes I find things that are from the 1920s, 30s, and 40s for $1. It's a secret. It's a nice and very windy day. As you can see, the flag is flowing. Right in front of this flag, there's a thrift store called Father Joe's Villages. It's the best thrift store and the best kept secret in San Diego for sure. From what I know, my thrifting or just going to a thrift store, it's not about what they have. Well, thrifting. You already know where to go to get your thrifties. your 25-cent addictions. But this thrift store is not like other thrift stores where it's getting to be a little bit jacking up the prices because they don't understand. Then people are not going to go and shop there. But this thrift store is very cool because every day they get things and everything is just the price. Like $3.99 out of your mind. Really? They don't know. It's not that they don't know, it's because I feel like they get a lot of things every day that they have to move it. And then they have like a color of the week. And then that color of the week used to be like $1. Well, now it's just 75% off. So, and then my friend, she works there. She's not my friend. She's an acquaintance that she works there. I just like her. Usually, before I even come here, I would bring her. I just go to Starbucks and get her a water, or she tells me, "Hey, go and get me a drink," and then I'll go. And she's not here right now. I don't. Anyway, so there's the flag, folks. Black tags, green tags. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Hello. ¿Cómo estás? Let's see, what do they have? What do they have? What do they have? This is where I always come first because there's always great stuff over here. Obviously, everything is probably made in China. I don't see anything interesting. Also, um, Princess Diana. Let's see. What kind of things? This is somebody donated their entire collection of Princess Diana. They spent hundreds of dollars on these plates back then, and now they're only $5.99. Out of your mind? If Prince William and Prince Harry only knew that mother was waiting for them at the thrift store, I'm quite sure they'll be able to have. But look at this. Remember I told you they had like this. These are just really great plates. The numbered for somebody who likes pigs. This one right here by Joan White, a limited edition from the collection entitled Pigs in Bloom. $3.99 out of your mind. I would never spend $3.99, $4 on this plate. But if I'm a collector of the pig, I would totally think that I'm winning the lottery. It's not worth buying something like this and putting it on eBay and then it arrives broken. Don't waste your time, folks, doing things like that. It's not a money maker. Trust me. This one right here is cool because I love I really like the USA, anything with the USA flag. This is a limited edition for $3 and it's numbered. But then again, how many of these? Well, it's a limited edition out of 1,889. Anyways, doesn't look very unique. These are all probably just donated. Now this is a really great one. Peter Cool with the owl. This is beautiful. It's numbered. $2.99 out of your mind. Okay. More Princess Diana. She stole your hearts at the thrift store. Anyways, folks, this is obviously from the 70s. It's over the early 80s. It's heavy. It's Dumbo. Oh my god. I can't believe Dumbo's here. He's a pillow. I needed him when I was in my train, when I was in on the plane. It's the pillow. A Harry Potter.
A comprar los regalitos para la piñata de mi nieto. Carmen, ya va, faltan 6 meses, 2 meses.
This is Snow White. Snow White. A lot of Snow White.
Anda volando el Buzz Lightyear y dice al
Now,
infinito, más allá.
it's too bad this is not the Wizard of Oz. Unbelievable. You know how much I love St. Patrick's Day stuff? Everything St. Patrick's. Well, I'm not in a shopping mood, so I'm not gonna go through the racks. I'm just walking, I'm doing a cutesy walk. I always like to go through the women's lingerie because I know a lot about lingerie and have found some things that are worth hundreds of dollars made in Paris. Lingerie, bias cut gowns, 1930s, black labels, Pucci, Emilio Pucci from Italy, 1960s lingerie from Emilio Pucci, some rare stuff. Look at this one. This is so cool. It's the Hare Krishna, the lion, folks. This is a really great deal. This storage organizer is probably from the 90s. Now somebody never used it. Jewelry, to see your jewelry for $4. I would totally buy this just for my sewing, but I'm not in a shopping mood. Oh my god, Vicky, what are you wearing? Look at this shirt, guys. Guys and gals. It's a fabulous shirt. And it's my size. And look at this. Now that's a fabulous shirt. I'm almost tempted to buy this Halloween men's small shirt. It's boxy. It's fabulous. Orange tag, black tags, 25, green tags. This is so cool. Right here, it's in excellent condition, but this is more better. Okay, now we're talking. Pacifico. So this is a Mexican Corona Extra. Oh my god, with ST for San Diego for $40. This is really good. It just needs the glass on top. It's a very big table. It's very like maybe like around 20 years old, possibly 90s, 2000s for sure. And it was probably something. It's not like a something that somebody makes to sell. It's a homemade Corona Extra with some vintage 25 Carl Tecate Velvet Merlist. Chalk top. But some of these are great. Look at this one. Definitely 1990s, 90s, 2000s. Now, if I had a vintage store or a used furniture store, or I was a collector or dealer of I don't know. I feel like I could, like, if I put the glass, but not really the glass, it's just this whole thing. It's $40 here. I wouldn't buy it for $40. I'll see if I can do it for less. And I'll probably sell it for like $150, maybe up to $200 if it had a glass. But this is a really good table. as a somebody who was a San Diego Padres collector or a beer collector. There's a lot of things going on with this table. It's like a win-win situation for the thrift store. Anyways, I said my 2 cents, and check out these beautiful chairs. I mean, hello, how much are these? $60 per chair. This is such a great deal, but if there's only two. You could just maybe you would want to buy one, maybe two. It depends. Anyways, OMG! Look at this cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. Let's see.
Back up, please. Thank you.
Look at this lamp. Now that's a vintage lamp. Just a walk in the neighborhood. No one's shopping. No one's buying. It seems like everything is closed. Lots of trash. We'll go to Starbucks and get a ice water. Well, today's Manic Monday is the last Monday of April. We're now going into May, Cinco de Mayo. Well, this guy is dressed really cool. Anyway, so a Vespa? Wow. Nice. Reminds me of the 80s when I used to hang out with all the mods in Quadrophenia. We were lovers of the mods, but I was a new wave. I wasn't into this. I was into some 60s clothes, but I always appreciate Vespas and Lambretas. But I was a new romantic. I got all my shoes in London from the Berlin Wall. There's a meter man who's about to give somebody a ticket because how do you park like this? She was giving information to some senior citizens that are lost and are looking to go into the hospital. My friends at the Starbucks. I used to come here and have um, spend a lot of money here in the pandemic. Now I just don't want to spend any money in Starbucks because Starbucks has been taking advantage of us because we got addicted to it. But guess what? And they don't even clean the tables anymore, and they don't have restrooms for people. But anyways, I'll just get my water for now. And I like the cups. Can I just get some ice water, please?
Yeah. You want the big one?
Sure. Thanks. Muchas gracias. Oops. There it is, folks.
There we go.
Muchas gracias.
De nada.
¿O hablas español? ¿Hablas español?
No, no. Very little.
Thanks. Actually, oh my god, I just washed my hands and I have to open that door. How disgusting. Okay, folks, I got my water. Starbucks. Maybe I should talk a little bit about my addiction to Starbucks and piss everybody off. The problem with Starbucks is that it used to be a cool place to go. I it's so funny because I was watching how people in the 90s were addicted to start coffee shops became super popular in the 90s, and obviously that's my time as a 20 in my 20s, and but I love coffee shops since because it's part of growing up in the 80s. It's like the place to be seen was at coffee shops. I used to go to a lot of really cool coffee shops, and when I was in Europe in the early 90s, when I was in Spain, in London especially, I would go to a coffee shop, like 3 coffee shops in the morning. Like just go to a coffee shop, have a coffee, and then have like a piece of bread, homemade at the place, and then not homemade, or like a panaderia, whatever. And then I would go to another coffee shop because that was the norm, right? That was the thing to do with your camera from the 60s, your black and white camera. And then in the 90s, because remember Starbucks started in 1971, so it's a 70s thing. And then in the 80s, Starbucks. But in the 90s, Starbucks became very famous. And I was one of those people because I've been a Starbucks fan since ever. I started not appreciating the whole corporate of Starbucks and the people that not the people that work there, but because now they're union, right? So I feel like now and obviously there a lot of the Starbucks closed, not because of the pandemic, but or because of the homeless situation. It's because they lack their like how do you not have restrooms for the people that go to support your coffee house, right? Like, how do you not have a restroom? Like, every Starbucks in the United States should have a coffee, should have a restroom. Every Starbucks in the United States should have a restroom. Every Starbucks should have somebody come out and clean the damn tables for the people that consume there and eat. They should come out and have everything clean all the time. You shouldn't be asking them to clean the tables. Like, it's not me talking negative about Starbucks, okay? I'm not talking negative about a coffee shop, period. It's me talking that I do not appreciate me as somebody who's been addicted to Starbucks and somebody who consumes and supports Starbucks since my youth. I feel that not only do I have the right to say and talk shit about Starbucks, um, I haven't gone enough. I haven't gone really forward or talking against them on social media, like not like on a video or whatever, like a special video, but because this is a live video, I can, it's different. But I'm just saying, like I haven't gone how do you say, I haven't gone, like, well, basically just talking negative about them, like on Yelping and Google, because I don't want to talk about like a certain Starbucks, right? I just want to talk about the whole Starbucks, all the corporate, because they're taking advantage of the consumer, because they raise the prices, but they don't give a damn about the person who's going to go to Starbucks and eat there, because they don't have bathrooms, like I said. The places are always dirty. They have the most horrible furniture at Starbucks. It's the furniture is so uncomfortable, and they're made they made to feel you uncomfortable, so you can actually just leave. Okay, so anyways, welcome back, Kata. My friend used to live over here. Well, I think he still lives here. And he turned the house into 3 stories. And I wonder if he's there. They're always watching TV. Anyways, no, the TV is on. Anyways, when I used to drink, I used to come here once. But the garden, look at the garden of Chevrolet. Beautiful flowers, wow. Look at these ones. He has a beautiful garden. Anyways, the inside house is really nice. I used to come here and have champagne, but I don't drink anymore. I don't drink. I'm gonna be celebrating 41 months sober on what's today? On Saturday, or this coming Sunday. I'm gonna be celebrating 41 months sober now. Buenas tardes. Lunes, último lunes del mes, last Monday of the month. It's a nice weather. I heard it was it's very hot in the Philippines. There's a great artist named Sarah Stieber. Sarah. She is been on the cover of a lot of magazines, newspapers, stories in the New York Times, and she's a local of San Diego. She just had her show at in Little Italy. It's like you can go and meet her, but she actually did this. She painted this. That's Sarah's art. She's very trendy. She's trending. She's trending. This is a great look at this fabulous painting. And she has a great signature too. So, did you know that there's so much stuff going on with climate change? I mean, it's just spring over here, but in the Philippines, they have the highest recorded heat index ever in Manila. Then in India, as well, like 40 Celsius, whatever it is, I don't know how much that is. And then in China, flooding. And then in Mexico City, the water is disappearing. The Amazon forest is the lakes or the water that runs through the Amazon is disappearing. And it looks like Africa. Remember back in the 80s, Africa was starving. People were dying in Somalia. Lack of water. Obviously, that's it. No water. Well, now all of those places in Africa are getting water. They're getting all of the things that the Amazon needs. That's not gonna have. All of the places are changing. I think Africa is going to be the richest country in the world, in our planet, in 100 years. And I'm hoping that they remember that the United States and England especially, but both of them together, helped them through the hunger years of the 80s and 90s. And it doesn't matter what they about politics and about war politics. Well, not really war, but just like, I'm hoping that they remember that the United States helped them, because we don't know what's going to happen in the United States. Maybe the United States coastlines will be underwater. In 100 years, New Orleans is not going to exist. New York City, Manhattan, underwater for sure. Obviously, for instance, New York City has never experienced an earthquake, like a California earthquake, and I'm quite sure this guy over here that I'm gonna be walking by, he owns this whole lot, and he is always out planting And these are some of the most beautiful flowers. I feel like I'm back in Florida or in the rainforest talking about the Amazon jungle. We're going deep in the woods, folks. Wow, look at all that. Hey, I never walked through here before. I never walked on this block.
Oh, you don't?
Never. I have never walked on your block. I always walk over there because my friend owns, he owns the building. How are you doing?
Good.
You look great.
Just working in my yard.
Nice. Just walking, doing my live video. See you later.
Okay.
You also take care of all this? All of this too?
That's not my yard.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at that. Anyways. Oh my goodness gracious. These are amazing. Welcome to the jungle. This place is called Rustic Cucina. It's the best Italian, one of the best Italian restaurants. Very nice, very delicious. Are there any YouTubers that have their that go live for like a long time? Like I know somebody lives like somebody goes to sleep, and then there was a lady who just goes live. She puts probably her laptop for sure, and she just goes live, and then she doesn't stop. She's live like 18, I don't know, like she got like so many views of subscribers, and um yeah, from just being on live 24/7. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Now that TikTok, well, interesting, because TikTok is Kingdom Quest Summer Blast. Shadow Mountain in North Park presents Kingdom Quest, July 29th through August the 2nd. Kids for anyways, TikTok. When people leave TikTok, they're gonna have everybody eventually. All of those people that were born and that were born in the past 5 years, or not 5 years. I'm sorry, not people who were born 5 years, but people who have become teenagers and who are early 20s, like 5 or 6 years ago. They grew up with TikTok, so they don't understand about us YouTubers, because here on YouTube we've been here for like, you know, I've been here for 17 years. But a lot of the people who are on those places, those apps like, well, TikTok, now Facebook sucks. Facebook, you can't really do a lot. And then Instagram is strange to me, because I'm an Instagrammer before it was even famous. That's how long I have, a lot, thousands of followers over there. I don't put attention to none of that thing. with monetizing. I'm not monetized yet. Like here, I used to be. I'm not right now. I haven't done anything wrong. I took it out. I took it off from monetization because I didn't want those ads on my videos. That's why when you see my regular videos, there's no ads. But with TikTok, if TikTok is banned in the United States, all of those little kids that make money out of TikTok and they're famous, once in a blue moon they'll come to YouTube and upload a video, and we don't know if it's them or somebody making money out of them because they don't understand, or they're just poor, lazy. But eventually, when they block TikTok from the United States, this is gonna be their only platform. And a lot of people, um, you know, they'll have to realize that when they grow up, this is the platform to be, because this is where the grown-ups are, right? As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day in America's finest city, San Diego, California. San Diego, California, to be very honest, it's a really nice city. Nice. It's expensive because of the weather is nice, but it is a lazy town. It is a lazy town. Oops. I almost got killed. There's this every other block, or every, I don't know how they do it, but it depends. But they built these little houses, like little doll houses, like really cool houses, and they call them little libraries. I don't know if where you live they have this kind of things, but over here this is the norm. Like that's a house, and then somebody built this little house over here where they have books, and it's free books, and people come over here and put books. Doesn't matter if sometimes they're antiques, sometimes they're expensive, and sometimes they're brand new and people don't want them, and they come over here and they just stay here. Like people drop off stuff, but like some of the books that they have here, for instance, like this is poetry and advanced by nobody. Then they have like little things. Sometimes you'll see things, nothing very interesting, to be very honest. um Sometimes when they have like the antiques, but check this out. Obviously anybody can get the books here because they're free. um Shades of Gray, oh my god, look at this. Anyways, but let's see what we have. Little heathens. Okay. Broken flowers. This looks interesting. It's like definitely a cool book. And then look at this. This one I'm gonna have to take because this is like the CD box set of Friends. I mean, I don't know how rare these are, but I do have a laptop that has, and I love Friends. Check that out. Rest in peace. This is great. There's only two. Obviously I'm taking those. Usually if people take the books, somebody later will come and put all their book, like this will be gone, or people just take whatever, and then like the next day somebody will come over here and put all brand new books. There's sometimes not even space for them, and then they get wet. Oh, look at this book. And then they get wet, and then you have to throw them away. Some German books. Let's see, Black Scenes. Interesting. I'm trying to see if I actually see something that I would like to have in my little fashion library books, because I collect fashion books, only fashion, on fashion designers. I have some rare books in my collection, some really rare books. I have the original Christian Dior biography that he did. He wrote, some lady who was very rich, who was his patron when he was alive, Christian Dior. He his last year, so I think it's 1955. He wrote a um he wrote a great um what do you call it, like like 3 months story on how he designed the collection, like how he designs his collection. And then he gave it to his best friend who was a socialite, and then she had it printed in his husband's company, Putnam, in New York City. And they only made like 150 books maybe, and it didn't even, I know it's anyways. So they published the book with just a Christian Dior by whatever, and it was a gift that they give to his 1956 collection in Paris from this New Yorker, because back then that's how he survived, because of the elite of New York City. And he gave it away at his collection, and that book decades later made it into a bookstore. In the 90s, I became friends with a person who was very old, and he was closing his bookstore that he had since the 1950s. And I used to go over there and buy a lot of the books on fashion, and spend a lot of money on books. I'm talking like rare stuff. And when he left, his son came to close the bookstore and gave everything away. But he had like rare stuff. I mean, he had books dating back hundreds and hundreds of years. He had like an incredible collection of books, and he left me that book. He left me a note. I went over there because I was gonna do my last payment of another book from the fashion collections, the New York couture collections of 1950, 1947 or some 48, whatever. And I used to collect these books that were very expensive, very hard to find, that only at the Fashion Institute they had him in the library. Anyway, so this person who used to own this bookstore left me this book. And so the last day I just went and I wanted to give my deposit to like $25 maybe, and then the son greeted me and said, you can keep the book and keep the money. And then he said, I have something for you, and he gave me that book. And it's so strange because in the 90s I would meet all these incredible people who used to have amazing bookstores, and they were all closing down in downtown because they have been there for decades and they're all getting very, really old. And anyways, that's one of the stories of my my little Christian Dior book that I own. And one of these days I'll have to showcase some of the rare books that I own. First prints of some amazing books dating back all the way to the 1800s. I always feel like if I have a conversation with somebody, I always have something to say. So anyway, so I scored. I always oh, I always think that um well, it's hard to explain. I have a lot of DVDs that I want to watch, and I don't have time to even watch a YouTube. Friends in high places, of course. The other thing that I dislike, is I don't like carrying things. I hate carrying grocery bags, period. I really don't. Not even fanny packs or side bags. Um, I just don't like it. Well, thanks for watching and have a fantastic Monday.